Welcome back to another Saturday episode of Maximum Lawyer. And today I've got a fun one. I've got a new shiny object that I want to show it to you. And I think you'll like it. I think it's a lot of fun. I had some fun with it. I'll show you some of the stuff I did with it. The results not fantastic when it comes to what I'm going to show you. However, that was the very first time I ever used it. And technology is getting better and better every single day. Before I do get into that, I want to remind you, shoot me a text. Let me know what you think about today's episode or any of the other episodes. Text me 314-501-9260. It'll be in the show notes. So you don't have to write that down. Save it to your phone and shoot me a message whenever you want. I get a lot of great ones, a lot of fun ones. I've got some cool episodes coming up using some of the ideas that people have been giving me. So shoot me a text. 314-501-9260. Okay, so on to this fun little tool that I stumbled upon. It's because I was on X scrolling through, and there's a guy named Rowan Chung, I think is where I got this one. Either it was from Rowan Chung or from the AI Samurai. Both of them are a really good follow, so you should give them a follow either way. But it's something called Sky Reels, and the ones that they did were far better than what I did, but I'll show you the one I did. But what it does is it allows you to go through, create a story. Okay. So let's say you want to create a commercial. Let's just make that up. Let's say you want to do an attorney commercial and you give it some guidance, give it the script, you give it the idea, so you prompt it, it gives you the idea, and then it goes through and it actually, it builds the script for you. And you help guide it, and it allows you to edit it as much as you want to. So you build a script for it with different scenes, by the way. This isn't something where it's just like one shot. It's multiple shots. And you go scene to scene to scene, and then you click a button and it generates it all for you. Really, really cool. Now, I'm going to show you what, this is something I showed in the guild a couple weeks ago, but I'm going to show it to you all today. And it's a pretty cool thing that you can do with it. Like I said, it's not fantastic right now, but you could definitely edit it. Something I will tell you I don't like about it. So I'm going to give you the good with the bad. I think it's a really cool idea, a really cool thing. But I've got like a monthly plan, and I got 1,000 credits, I think. I created 2 videos and it used up all the credits. So you can see I have a balance of 27. Those of you just listening, I started with 1,000, only have 27. And that was just me clicking the button twice. I was quite disappointed with that. But I'm for those of you that are on YouTube, you can actually see this. Those of you that are not on YouTube, I highly encourage you to listen, but I'm going to explain this in a way, but I highly encourage you to go to YouTube and check it out. But those of you listening, I am going to make sure that I describe this in a way so you know what I'm looking at. So right now what we're doing is we're looking at the 2 different scenes that were created. You got scene 1 and scene 2. And you can see, if you imagine a movie, so you're watching a movie or a commercial, you might be in the same scene, but there's different shots, different angles. And that's what we're looking at. So in the first scene, it is created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 12, looks like 15 different angles, different shots for the same scene. So that's what we're looking at. And the story that I had it create was, I think it was a love story about with attorneys or trial lawyers, something like that. I gave it some really silly prompt at the very, very beginning. And then it gave me what I'm about to show you. And so here is, and you'll be able to listen to the script is terrible. And, but hey, it's a fun little thing. So, you're gonna be able to hear it if you're listening, but if you're watching, you're gonna be able to see both. So here we go. They're both, looks like they're talking, but there's no audio coming out. And then now there's a woman walking. She is supposed to be an attorney. Now there's a guy with a coffee that's walking. And so he's not watching where he's going. He has now run into her. They've kind of go.
Seriously, these are original depositions.
And so I'm going to pause this.
Think of it as an artistic enhancement.
It's like I can't.
Caramel edition.
And I'm going to go back for a second. So it's funny. There were if you're watching it, them running into each other is terrible. They are, but he runs into her. He has a coffee. She is upset about it. That's kind of the scene. That's how they see each other. Then she says something like, "Watch out, these are original depositions," which is such a weird thing to say. In my opinion, it is. But all right, so let's try this again. Here we go. And I'm gonna play, and I'm gonna let you listen. All right, so they run into each other. That's what they're. His arms flailing. It's kind of weird.
Seriously, these are original depositions.
See, yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Think of it as an artistic enhancement. Caramel edition.
I'll need your name for the dry cleaning bill.
They're talking.
Max Chambers. But let's just say I owe you one.
Legal AI consultant? Please, those things can't even spell subpoena.
Mine can do more. Much more.
Prove it.
Okay, so that's supposed to be how they meet, and they have, they're supposed to have coffee. That's how they're supposed to meet. He's some AI consultant. She's a lawyer. I think I said he was a lawyer at first too, but he's not a lawyer. I forgot that he's an AI consultant. Gives his business card. Really cheesy intro. You can see there's shots where they're talking, but no audio is playing, which is kind of funny. And then the second scene, which I'm not going to play for you. It's really interesting because like the faces of the guys change. It's two guys talking about something very cryptic and secretive. I don't know how this is all supposed to tie together because it doesn't fit in with the script that I had created. However, I did find it it was kind of interesting though. It was a really interesting thing how it all kind of came together. I don't think the tech is quite there. So if it's something that you're thinking about, seriously implementing, I think if I were you, I would probably pass for now. Let me continue to play around with it. I've already spent the money on it for the next few months. I'll play around with it, and if it gets better, great. I'll kind of share it with you. But if you just want to do it for fun and play around with it, and maybe you're just way better at doing it, it's Skyreels, SKYREELS.ai, Skyreels.ai. I do think you can do some fun stuff from a marketing standpoint that, as long as you're not taking it super seriously, you could have some fun with this and do some fun social media stuff with it without you actually using it from a serious standpoint. What you would use it for is definitely for like a comedic approach to your marketing. It's not something that you're really going to take serious. No one's going to take the video seriously, at least. But that's all I have for you today. It's a little bit of a shorter one, but I want to share a fun thing with you. This is one of the shortest episodes I've done in a long time. Now that was the original intention of the Saturday episodes, but so I tend to be a long talker these days. But as a reminder, 314-501-9260. I would certainly love to hear from you. And so just drop me a line. I'd love to hear anything that you all have that you want me to cover, or if you wanting to be on the show, or if you just have questions about running a law firm. Doesn't really matter whether you're just starting out or if you've been doing this for a while. If you have questions about something, just reach out. But until next week, remember that consistent action is the blueprint that turns your goals into reality. See you, everybody. Take care.